What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the show, man. Recap with Mo, where we getting ready to talk a little bit about Tyler Perry's SISTAS. But before we get into this thing, make sure to like and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss shit that's going down, alright? So we're getting ready to talk about this trailer, but I do not want to talk about it in a traditional type of way, alright? And the reason why I don't want to do that is because I wasn't interested in the whole daggone trailer. Like, there are some storylines, and I think that you guys would all agree that we're just not concerned about. Like, one of them being Andi and Gary. Like, at this moment, you can pretty much dead that storyline. I'm not really interested because, for me, it's asinine to think that someone would actually go throughout this whole process as an attorney, not utilize the environment that she's in where she can go get support, she can go get assistance, daggone it, she can use the agent that is, assisting Penelope, right? Like, I'm just not sure what Andi is doing at this moment, so I really don't care what happens on that end, and Gary is a whole fool, so, honestly, I mean, I could do without either one, right? But honestly, all jokes aside, at one point I wanted Gary to go. All right. I really wanted him to go, but at this moment in time, old boy is doing his job because so many people hate Gary. They absolutely hate Gary. And I would hate for my wife or somebody to meet this brother in person because he's playing his role. All right. But, honestly, I think we need a little bit of villain. Now, unfortunately, Fatima has also called another villain into the picture. So we're going to see how that turns out, right? Hopefully she comes herself and not send some goons over there, right? So anyhow, let's get to some things that I want to talk about. So real quick, let's go ahead and deal with this Sabrina and Rich situation. Now, in the previous episode, we saw where Brother Rich literally burst into the room and he's like, look, am I too late? Am I too late? No, you're not too late, but why are you here? The nurse is like, look, this isn't typically how this process goes. Like, somebody gotta go. Now, of course, Rich feels like the person that needs to go needs to be Brother Damani, but Damani is like, dude, I ain't going nowhere because I'm the one supplying the seed. Now, Rich is like, no, I'm actually going to give her the seed and I don't need you to be here. Now, I don't know how this process works. Like, if has he already gone throughout the process? I know he had some blood work or whatnot. Like, how does that procedure work? Like, we just can't stop. And are they going to leave and do it the traditional route? That's what I would opt in. But I'm just saying, like, I have so many questions, y'all. Like, for real, like, I know she's not going to get her money back from the start of this process till now. Like, she spent a whole lot of money doing this, right? And now all of a sudden, old boy want to come in talking about, if anybody going to give her a seat, it's going to be me and not you, so you can leave. No, bro, it don't work like that. So, of course, when you burst in, that's why they looking like that. Like, why are you here? And, of course, Sabrina, I feel at this moment in time is torn because she's already invited Damani back here. They had a situation that went down over at the apartment before you came over and interrupted what they had going on because he placed his hands on top of hers and put them in between the groove. And I told y'all, in the last episode breakdown, like, when you put it in between the groove like that, that's something right there. That I can't even get my words together. The connection is so strong, right? So, so Sabrina was liking it. And you could tell because she looked down, she didn't move her hands, and then she looked back up at Damani. So, they felt that connection, and then all of a sudden, here come, cop blocking Rich or whatnot. See, that's the problem. You need to go on back over there to bruh, man. Like, you causing too many issues. You causing too many issues over here, bro. So, like I stated, man, I do not know what's going to outcome on this outcome. All right, so, hopefully they can figure it out this episode, but I got a strong feeling that it's not going to end that easy because I do not believe that Damani is going to leave that easy out of that room. Now, he's probably going to ask Sabrina, should he leave? Do you want me to leave? And then Sabrina is going to have to make a decision from there. And I think depending upon the decision that she makes, Here and now. Here and now. I'm just saying, I can almost hear Luther in the back. Like, here and now, she's going to have to make a decision whether it's going to be Rich or Damani who just came in her life. Now, I've read a lot of the comments, and a lot of y'all are feeling the whole Damani and Sabrina situation. I ain't feeling none of them because you know how I feel about Sabrina. But I'm just saying, if she decided tomorrow night not to keep neither one of those dudes, I would be totally fine. I would be content with her making that decision. Now, don't take no seed because we'll need no more single mama. No, we'll need that. I don't agree with that. But at the same daggone time, you know, if you want to let them go, right? Now, I do see a little bit of mess in there as well, and I'm going to go ahead and talk about it real quick. So what if? Let's play what if, right? So what if she decided to, you know, say, no, I'm not going to keep Damani nor Rich, you know, from the way that they responded or the way that they reacted within the hospital, right? So Damani is like, look, man, I'm here willingly giving you my semen and then you reject me. See, this can become nasty real quick because I've been giving you a good vibe and all of a sudden you turn me down. He seemed like he could be one of those dudes that, you know, get upset because you done turned him down or whatnot when he's been giving you all these easy, you know, gentle gestures or whatnot, telling you that he likes you or whatnot. So he could be one of those dudes as well. And then Rich over here being so daggone insecure about every daggone thing. Like, I've been giving you all of these months and now all of a sudden you want to leave me for this joker? But she don't want him either. So I could just see this whole situation becoming a bad scene in this show. So going on from there, let's go ahead and talk about the one I really want to get into, and it just so happens to be Brother Hayden and Sister Tamara. Now, for the longest time, these two, they've been in each other's throats. For the longest time, this pot has been on the stove. It's been boiling, but now the lid is rising and the water is spewing out, right? So now we're finally seeing Hayden actually getting his hands on her device. Now, for the past couple of weeks, he's been asking for it. Like, let me see your phone. Now, of course, she's been able to get away from that, not really show him anything, and he's went on about his business. But in this preview, we've seen that he was able to get access to that device. Now, I don't know about y'all, but if I'm into some dirt, I'm not going to hold the dirt on me. So I don't know why in the world Tamara has decided to keep all the text messages, all the videos, and whatever footage she's recorded on her own. Now, Lord knows what else is off in there because, you know, she was a working girl before. So I'm just, I don't mean to bring up her past, but daggone, there could be some other things off in there. But I don't really feel that, you know, Hayden would be that upset about, you know, some other guys being off in there. But maybe knowing Hayden, he probably would. Like, I know I would. Like, if I went into a woman's phone that I was messing around with and I seen multiple guys off in there with multiple texts, pictures, and all of that stuff, meetup spots, I would feel some type of way. So I think the biggest thing for Hayden is, you know, I want to be the only one, and I want you to be the only. Well, I can't say that about Hayden because he been doing Miss Marie. So I'm just saying, like, he can't be too mad because he's been getting it in with Miss Marie, which is going to backfire on him as well because he's been doing this dirty business under the table, on top of the table, in between the sheets. I'm just saying, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he was thinking, or maybe as he was going throughout her phone and he was thinking about what he was doing over there with Miss Marie, were they doing some of the same positions? Like, what was it? I'm just saying. So anyhow, obviously he's seen these text messages or video. Maybe he saw the video. I'm not sure what she kept on the phone, I guess, for blackmail purposes only, right? But you know, at this moment in time, you see the snot. He's sitting in the car. He got the snot running down his nose and the tears running. I was like, oh, no, boy, you can't. I said, you didn't get the player playbook. Like, you cannot be doing that in the car. Like, on. So he hurt now. So if anybody has a reason to do something to Gary, it would just so happen to be Hayden, right? Now, I'm not sure if he's going to do it because, he still wants to play within the guidelines. He wants to play within the rules because he knows the consequences, right? So I'm not sure if he will go out and hire somebody to do it. Maybe he will team up with Fatima. Out of all people, right? He will go to his enemy just to do what he needs to do. Maybe he will set that up. Maybe he will say, look, Fatima, I need your help. What's the folks that you sent over here to tie me up on the car? Like, I need that type of situation here and now. And maybe she will team up with him and say, let's go at it. You see what I'm saying? Because, obviously when she went over there, she wasn't good enough to get the job done. Even though she had that boom pow in the purse, I'm quite sure of it. But she didn't utilize it. So I don't even know why she went over there to begin with. But anyhow, those are the two main things that I really wanted to talk about because I really didn't want to talk about the Gary and Andi situation. I do not understand why she's not telling Jordan anything until the last daggone minute. Obviously, we see, this whole wedding, layout and all these chairs and everything. Like, who in the heck did he invite? And then all of a sudden, way back in the back, we see the sisters who were non-invited showing up to the wedding. Now, I'm not sure. Now, what is intriguing, because we've never gotten clarity on what actually happened to her boyfriend that was doing some things to her, right? So just maybe, we will find out some stuff here. And if not here, on this last episode for season 7, maybe on the first or second episodes of season 8. I'm gonna have to go and read up on that, right? But anyhow, that's pretty much all my thoughts on this breakdown for this trailer for tomorrow night. Make sure to check out my other videos. I got another episode breakdown of Johnson from Bounce TV for episode number 2. Also be on the lookout for the Family Business episode number 5. I'm dropping tomorrow night as well. And then one more thing. What is it? Living Single. I had to fix some videos on there, but Living Single episodes, I think 2 and 3 will be dropping on Friday. I'm going to try to drop some of the throwbacks from the 90s over the weekend. So that way y'all can sit down, get y'all popcorn ready and recap on some of the older goodies where y'all could just sit back, with your significant other and just sit back, put me on the TV and laugh about some, you see what I'm saying? So anyhow, with that being said, man, I'll talk to y'all soon, man. Peace.